Amanda Quesada, a money maker in the making. On October 29, 1990, in Brooklyn, New York, a star was born. Born Amanda Lee Quesada. I was a 9-pound, 9-ounce girl born to Lisbeth Pacheco and Rudy Quesada. Destined for royalty and only the best, my father hired a maid to take care of me in my early years. With the assistance of my grandmother, I was given almost everything a little girl could ever want. My family moved to Camden when I was 5 years old. Leaving Brooklyn was very difficult, but I didn't have a say in this. My mother and grandmother moved to Camden because living in Brooklyn was too dangerous at the time. When I first came to Camden, I remember thinking how small it was. I felt very awkward because I was used to seeing more diverse people. New York always seemed to have an energy that was more alive than Camden. This is where I first lived when I first came down to Camden. And over here is a view of Philly. It kind of compares to New York, but it's nothing like New York. For me, this is where my life journey began. I started school at Molina Elementary School. I was an honor roll student and excelled in everything. I stayed at that school until 5th grade when I attended Pine Point Middle School. After 8th grade, I attended Camden High. Camden High was a reckless school. There were students fighting in lunchrooms, riots in the buildings, and drugs throughout. In addition, there were racial tensions between blacks and Dominicans. I have never seen anything like this. I wound up leaving that school shortly after. I later enrolled in Leap Academy, but I decided to drop out after my 9th grade year. I then joined the work group program. With this program, I could earn my high school diploma and a job. After not passing GED, I decided that program was not for me. It was now off to the next program, Job Corps. This adventure took me to New Haven, Connecticut. I had never seen this part of the country. I was excited to see something exciting and new. Although I was sad to leave my family, I knew it was time to do something new. At this program, we lived in dorms and it was awkward at first. The rules were strict. I left that program after an altercation. I was disappointed because it was a big opportunity for me to change my life around, and I had not been able to practice enough self-control to finish the program. Hopeworks came into my life when I was very broken. I needed something else to help me satisfy the empty void caused by my own immature actions. Immediately, I became acquainted with the people and I have been able to find myself again. I felt very good about that. While here, I am also able to maintain a close relationship with my family. They have been very supportive throughout this process. In spite of life's obstacles, I still have big dreams. My desire in life is to become a forensic psychologist. I would love a job working as a crime scene investigator in New York City. I often imagine myself living in Manhattan with a beach house in Delaware. I see myself driving the most luxurious cars and eating in the fanciest restaurants. I want to live a life that's full of excitement, opportunities, and adventures.